What is up, Chase That Coin family? Litecoin breaks out. Obsidian tanks. Cardano outshines Ethereum Classic. Bitcoin pulls back, then moons. All that in a few seconds. Let's let the live stream fill up a little bit, and then we'll take off. Hope you guys are enjoying Bitcoin at all-time highs right now. All right. And I think Bitcoin is going to pull back a little bit, and that should be no surprise. It is really extended away from the moving averages and also its upward trend line. So that shouldn't be a surprise, but I think it pulls back, then it moons. All right, we got a few live viewers, so let's get into it. What's up, guys? What's up? We're here today. So it looks from the eye test, it looks like Ethereum and Litecoin are breaking out. All right, and if you were in the live stream with us yesterday, I was calling for Litecoin, a setup with Litecoin and Breakout. But I said that if we got into the trade, we would closely monitor the trade because it could easily, it's in a situation where it could easily turn around and turn bearish. But we're going to cover that right now. But first, let's start off with Bitcoin. All right, so we can't, I keep stressing this, we can't get price action from an open moving candle. So we're not going to jump the gun. But if Bitcoin was to close like this, this is one step into a pullback. So where could we pull back? We could pull back into 49.37. We could pull back into the moving average. Let's say the candle closed like this and the moving average inched up a little bit. We could pull back into the moving average. We could pull back in between the moving averages. All right. Or we could move sideways, flag up a little bit, pull back into the upward trending line. Let's adjust it and extend it a little bit. I like that. So we could get something like this. Somewhat of a flagging up. All right, then we could get a move down. Let's color that red. Then we could get a move down, right? Into a breakout up. I'll call that back green. So that's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. All right, that's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. This is what I see for Bitcoin. Then Bitcoin comes to 7,012, and then it probably breaks through 7,012 with some volume, but I don't think it closes above that, and then we possibly pull back. Where could we pull back into? If I could only get this trend line clicked. We could pull back into something like this. All right. But the good thing about that pullback in this area right here would be it's forming another triangle squeeze. But usually, I don't know, sometimes an upward triangle squeeze can lead to downward pressure. But it's hard to tell. But like I said, no matter which direction it usually goes in, it usually goes in that direction with a lot of volume when we get these triangle squeezes like this. So we're going to be doing a lot of monitoring of Bitcoin when it gets up here. We're going to be closely watching the charts. And I don't usually closely watch the charts all day because I don't day trade, so my style doesn't call for that. But when it gets up in this corner, we're gonna be watching, because if it breaks low, it can break really low, and it might give us a chance to USD tether and let Bitcoin sink a little bit back down here somewhere, and then we pick back up. That's worth a USD tether move right there. So then let's get into Litecoin. I know you guys, some of you guys are dying for me to talk about Obsidian tanking. We'll get into that next. So we covered this twice yesterday. I don't know if you guys are aware. Let me take the chat. Is there any chat? Is this the chat? Hey. Yeah, Jamie's. When am I gonna get on Yes for Motivation? Me and Yes for Motivation, we've done some shows, together before. But yeah, Jamie Dimon's always playing. Come on, guys. You can't listen to mainstream media when it comes to cryptocurrency, all right? Because they still don't understand that you can't have a blockchain without a token of value. You need a token of value. You need to incentivize miners or somebody, whether it be stakers or whatever system you have set up. You have to incentivize them. All right? You have to incentivize them to secure the network. You can't have, they're like, oh, they like blockchain, but they don't like Bitcoin. So when they say that, I'm either thinking that they don't understand how blockchain technology really works, or they're saying that they like another coin. It's going to be another coin. That's what they mean by blockchain. So it's either one of those scenarios. But Jamie Dimon, come on, man. If his daughter's picking up Bitcoin, you know he's picking up Bitcoin. Cut it out. But the way Litecoin is setting up right now, we can't jump the gun here, because if let me cut this volume. If Litecoin closes the way it is right now, this is looking bearish. And we got a moving average right on top of the candles. So if it closes the way it's looking right now, this is definitely looking like Litecoin is going to lose some Bitcoin value. Now, on CoinMarketCap, Litecoin is up, and so is Ethereum and a lot of these other ones. But I'm gonna assume that most of us are trading in Bitcoin. All right, most people I would think are trading in Bitcoin. Most of us aren't doing USD to Ether or USD to Litecoin. So, but Litecoin is definitely this level of support that Litecoin is at is definitely showing some resistance. So that's definitely a good thing. It's definitely showing some resistance here. But if it closes the way it is right now, it's looking bearish. Now if it pulls up, all right, and these candles, these two candles right here, close about the same size, then I would say that Litecoin still has a good chance of getting squeezed here and pushing up. But if it closes like this, I'm going to say Litecoin is looking a little bearish. But that setup, Litecoin is one of the best coins right now to be looking at to trade, to get the spillover from Bitcoin. Litecoin, Stratus. Let's check Stratus real quick again. We covered these yesterday, but I just want to check on them again today with you guys. All right. So we could have somewhat of a zone right here for Stratus. Let's quickly get out of this one. I don't want to take too long with this one. So we could have a zone right here for Stratus. So I wouldn't panic. I mean, you shouldn't panic at all. But I wouldn't panic until Stratus breaks this dotted line down here with some volume. And then we could say it's going to go a lot lower. But Stratus is also setting up within that triangle squeeze the same way Litecoin is. Oh yeah, Obsidian, right? Obsidian is tanking. And you guys should have expected that. I told you guys this is a very thin market cap coin. It's not going to be able to stand up to a lot of upward moves from Bitcoin. And also the dev team isn't really being really vocal right now. They have tweeted out that they are going to be releasing a working Android app before Christmas and an iOS app on Christmas or before Christmas. So what are my views on the project? I think it's a very good project. It's a fork of Stratus. It's a platform. So the messenger, the encrypted messenger is just one part of what Obsidian is. That's just one application. So other things can be built with Obsidian. It's a fork of Stratus, like I said. They're going to do master nodes. It's proof of stake. It's a very low market cap with something good. And if their app is what they're saying it is, it's going to be an app that you can anonymously send messages, right? Encrypted messages, and then send money. You can send basically, like, let's say if Monero had an app where you could do that. That would be crazy. Monero would be worth a lot more. Obsidian is going to do that. So that's why I'm looking at Obsidian. And then when they start building other things. So, but it is tanking. And can it go lower? Yes. This thing can go, what is it at, 5,000? This thing can go probably 3,000. Probably. I'm thinking this is close to ICO price. So I'm thinking it could go to 3,000 though. Let me check to see if I'm still live. Yep, I'm still live. Okay, so Cardano. 88, right? 88 is kind of outshining Ethereum Classic right now. IOHK products, right? So 88 is kind of their thing is, I haven't really looked too much into it. I have to look a little bit more into it, but they're saying that they have a very secure POS algorithm. So that's big because a lot of maximalists feel like anything POS isn't even a blockchain. So Cardano, yeah. And people were holding this for, I think, 2 or 3 years. So to get a 10x, that's a long time. Let's look at Ethereum Classic because people keep telling me there's Ethereum Classic news. I haven't seen anything. Move my mic. I haven't seen anything. Ethereum Classic is showing signs that it could reverse from here, and this is a great level. Coincidentally, all of the altcoins got pushed down to great levels. Coincidentally. All of the altcoins are getting pushed down to really good support levels. And at these support levels, people that trade a lot and are paying attention to the markets, they already got their orders down here. They're filling orders. Now the market could go lower, but coincidentally a lot of these markets are at really good support levels with downward triangle squeezes on them. Some of them are showing more so bullish signs, like Litecoin. Litecoin is looking like it's, and I wouldn't be surprised if Litecoin takes off. It's the silver to Bitcoin, right? So I wouldn't be surprised. So the next couple days is going to tell you what's going to happen, because two things. If Bitcoin starts to go down from here, alts could go up. If Bitcoin continues to go up from here, alts could go down a little bit more. If Bitcoin goes sideways from here, alts are going to go up. So two positive situations for alts, one negative. No matter which one happens, we're all winners. Let me check the chat. Just did ETC. ETC, I mean, it's showing signs that it could turn around here, but the thing is, right, with ETC, the thing is right here, I still need, I need some bullish evidence. Just because I'm getting a triangle squeeze, if I see that there's a triangle squeeze happening, right, and I automatically put my money in without any evidence that it's going to go up, what I'm doing is basically a coin flip. Now, if I wait for some kind of bullish evidence, then I'm trading with the plan. But if I just put it in because I get a doji, or I put it in because it's a triangle squeeze is setting up, then that's just like a coin flip kind of situation. Go back to the chat. Everybody pound that like button. Pound that like button. Yeah. I did an interview on Crush the Street. Go check that out. That was a pretty good interview. I like that. Great channel. Go check out Crush the Street. That was cool. That was cool. My live stream is cool. Yeah, man. So overall, we're still looking pretty good. All right, we're back to the market cap that we were at before the whole China FUD. All right. So, and the other day I said that China's not all the way back in. It probably, and if they jump back in, they probably would bring like 40 billion with them. That was probably a little bit high. Maybe more so under 25 billion. So if China was to jump back in, we probably would get another 25 billion boost automatically, and then new money would start to flow in, because the new money would be like, okay, so that's over with, now we can get in. All right, but we're looking good. Let's check this out. We are looking good overall. Bitcoin is looking good. Alts, they're not looking good for the for the time being, you know, but I'm not worried. And I don't have that many alts. Total market cap is excluding Bitcoin. So yeah, and that's where a lot of the money is gone from. A lot of the China money is gone from the alts. All right, so it's not gone from Bitcoin. A lot of that money that China exited with was from altcoins. All right, so when that money comes back in, it's going into altcoins. Now, if your altcoin isn't on an Asian exchange, it may not see that kind of pump. Just like what's going on with Mona right now. What Mona is, I don't know. I heard it's like Dogecoin. And we all know Dogecoin is like, I mean, it's Dogecoin. All right, let's do a quick crypto chases analysis and then let's get out of here. What coins you guys want me to do real quick? What about OMG? Let's do OMG quickly. Woke up to me, but talking like me. Overall, the daily trend is saying that OMG is in a bearish cycle. On a shorter time frame, it is saying that OMISAGO is on a bullish up move with multiple signs of an up move. So where can we bounce to? And this is if you want to play. This is if you want to play the scalp game, or not the scalp game, more so of the range game. All right. So we could get a move like this from here to here. We could get a quick 30% out of a bounce from OMISAGO on a short term. Now, mind you, this is fighting the overall trend. All right, because like I said, the overall trend is still downward for OMISAGO, at least for right now. It is at a strong level of support. But since, you know, there isn't that much information for me to analyze on the daily, so I'm going to have to go down a little bit lower, like I said. And on the short term, on a shorter time frame, yeah, it's definitely saying that OMISAGO is going up. So you could definitely get a quick 30% out of this right here. Not quick, but you could. There's 30% there that is possible to pick up. Is it gonna give it to you? I don't know. My very own account. What's up? Token data. All right. Yeah, I'll check that out. Only thing I would buy right now is LTC. Yeah, Richie, what's up, Richie? Yeah, LTC is looking cool. LTC is looking good. Out of all the altcoins, I've been saying this, we covered it twice yesterday. LTC is looking like the safest bet. As far as gaining Bitcoin value. All right, LTC is looking like the safest bet as far as gaining Bitcoin value. All right, and if guys, if you already took a big loss, 30%, 40% on your altcoins, all right, you can't sell. It's not the time to sell right now. You can't sell. You know what you got to do? Got to hold the line. Sponsor! You got to hold the line, baby. You got to hold the line. You got to hold the line. That's it. Because if you sell right now, let's say if you had 4 Bitcoins and you put it into something, and now it's down to 1.5 Bitcoins because you put it in a something, whatever. That wasn't a big coin. You're going to sell? You're going to sell right now. When you had 4 Bitcoins, you're going to sell for 1.5 so you can get Bitcoin Gold? Or just to ride Bitcoin up? No. I wouldn't do that. I would hold at least until 2x to see. I'm already down. I'm already down 50%. What? So what? If I lose another 20%, so what? You shouldn't even be putting in money that you're not willing to lose anyway. All this Bitcoin that I'm trading, I'm always willing to lose it. Every time. Every time. AMP. AMP is scenario, right? I don't know what happened to them, man. They just messed everything up. I don't know what happened to them. On a small time frame. Wait, let's look at it. I don't like to start on low time frames. I like to start on a higher time frame, get the overall picture of what the overall trend is. So the overall trend for AMP is downward. And I'm not going to mark this one up. I should mark it up, but that's going to take forever. All right, it's showing signs of a reversal. But immediately, it looks like it's going to go back down. Yeah, it looks like it's going to lose like 300 Satoshis. And then when it loses that, then it looks like it's going to decide what it wants to do from there. And that's what most of the alts right now. They look like they could they look like they can shave. Why did I just pull that up? They look like they can shave a little bit more. Most of the alts. Is it too late to buy Bitcoin? It's never too late to buy Bitcoin, Hector. But it depends on what it is that you're trying to get out of Bitcoin. If you're trying to put money into Bitcoin because you think Bitcoin is going to double and then you're going to sell off, I don't know if I would do that. Now, if you're trying to put money into Bitcoin because you think Bitcoin is going to be something of importance in the future, let's say a year from now, 2 years from now, a year and a half, 5, then it's never too late to buy Bitcoin. But if you're just trying to get in and trying to get a quick flip out, and you probably would have wanted to buy on that Jamie Dimon news if you were trying to do that. So if you were trying to do that, then maybe it's a little bit too late. Matter of fact, let me answer that. Let me really answer that question. Because we're gonna commonly get this question all the time. Is it too late to buy Bitcoin on a short term for you people that just want to buy it and flip it a little bit or whatever? No, it's not too late to buy Bitcoin. You may get another chance to buy Bitcoin at 5,318. So if you're trying to buy Bitcoin to do a little short flip, this isn't me giving you financial advice. This is just my opinion on, is it going to pull back before it pushes up for people that want to flip it? Yes, it's in the title of the video. I think it's going to pull back before it pushes up. Everybody pound that like button. Pound that like button. May not though. Yeah, it may not. It may not. But you know why? You know why I'm saying that it may? Because Bitcoin is an OG, so I can look at it on a higher time frame, right? And look, we are so extended away from everything. How far are we away from everything? Right now, current price, we are 13% away from the upward trending line. We're 11% away from the closest level of support, and about 11% away from the moving average, the highest moving average. Well, the quicker one, which would be the 7. All right, and we are 17% away from the lowest moving average. So there's 10% that Bitcoin can pull back. Bitcoin can pull back 10% here, lose $500. This is a reload. This is a reload zone. People are looking at 4,900 like this is cheap Bitcoin coming into these two forks. All right, so this is trust, especially if this gives us a shooting star. If this gives us a shooting star, we may see a 10% pullback. That doesn't mean that I am bearish Bitcoin. Why? Because I'm going with the overall trend. I just did it for you guys a few times. The overall trend of Bitcoin is bullish. A very simple way to figure out what the overall trend is to come to a higher time frame, like the daily, zoom out like this, and if the candlesticks are coming from the bottom left towards the top right of your screen, the overall trend is upward. If it's coming from the top left of your screen towards the bottom right, it's in a overall downward trend. That's just an easy way. There's more technical, but just a quick glance of the eye test. All right, let's do a couple more and then we're gonna get out of here. How long should these live streams be? Hodl, bitches. Yeah, man. Hodl, hold the line, baby. Hold the line. Hold the line. $20K by Christmas would be insane. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do that. I mean, it could, but I don't think it's gonna do that. Where you guys from? Where you guys tuned in from? Those two candles are just starts of pumps for profiting in the fork. ARC. I think we did ARC yesterday. San Diego, Iowa. San Diego and Iowa. That's what's up. Brooklyn. What's up, Brooklyn? I'm from Harlem. I'm originally from New York City. I still live in New York. I just don't live in the city anymore. But I'm from Harlem. Manhattan. North Carolina. What's up, North Carolina? What do I think of Rivets? I think Rivets has something cool. I didn't invest in the ICO. Tizen is somebody I consider a friend. I just spoke to him the other day. I spoke to him before he came to New York. Unfortunately, we weren't able to meet up while he was here. He was really busy, but I trust that he did a lot of research into that. So, but I can't give you my, because I didn't do a lot of research. But I just spoke to Ty the other day on the phone, and we quickly spoke about rivets and yeah. DGB, what's that? Digibyte? I just broke my phone too. I have to go get a new one after this. I'm gonna go buy a new one. This is my second one for the last 2 months. I call myself fancy and haven't been using the case lately. Am I retarded today? I think I'm retarded today. DGB is so close to a low that I haven't seen a coin like this in a while. Most of the coins that I review they don't come anywhere close to their old prices from like years ago. But DGB has DGB. So yeah, the overall direction for DGB is downward on a higher time frame, which I'm using the daily right now. It's looking downward as well. The next level of support. Wait, that's not right. Let me zoom in because that's not right. That can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be right. Oh yeah, it is right. So yeah, DGB could fall a lot more. The next level of support is kind of far away. And that's just the overall picture. On a short term, what could happen within the next couple days? Yeah, DGB is looking downward overall. I'm sorry. For real. DGB is just, even on a lower time frame. Sometimes, like the other coins that I just did, some of them, let's take a look at ETH. Some of them on a higher time frame, the overall picture is, bearish, but on a short term, it shows like, okay, it could do something. DGB is just all around just bad news. What is that? Get off my screen. Yeah. All right, this is ETH BTC. All right. On a short term, ETH BTC is looking like it's turning around. Well, it has not. It's not looking. It has turned around. On a higher time frame. It still hasn't broken the overall downward trend that it's been in. It started a downward trend on June 13th, so it hasn't changed that yet. All right, so we're gonna have to get two things from ETH. We're gonna have to get some bullish price action, and we're gonna have to get a close above both of the moving averages. And then after we get a close above both of the moving averages, we're going to have to get three things. We're going to have to get a close above this level of support, because levels of support turn into level of resistance, and levels of resistance turn into levels of support. So if the market ever breaks your level of support, it doesn't become useless. It turns into a level of resistance, because the market, on the way back up, that will be a level the market will have to break. And once again, hold the line. Hold the line, people. Hold the line. So that's ETH. Yogi, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute, Yogi. Harlem cats are about money. Yeah. Yeah, all the Harlem dudes that I when I was younger, and even now, they like to dress nicely. They like nice things. I've wasted a lot of money when I was a youth on buying expensive clothes and stupid things. I mean, I still buy nice clothes today, but I can afford it now. Back then, I couldn't. Hold the line. Yes, hold the line. Especially if you already took a big loss in your alts. If you took a big loss in your alts, you got to hold the line. Everybody hit that like button. Hold the line and hit the like button. So what are we doing? Neo. Let's quickly do Neo. I'm gonna do a few more and then we're gonna get out of here. How long should these live streams be? I don't know. I don't know what's proper live stream time etiquette. After this, I'm gonna go buy a new phone because I just broke my second phone. But this one is really bad. Like, I dropped it and the screen like separated from everything else. So yeah, Neo, like I said about Neo, I wouldn't panic until Neo, until Neo breaks the line, break this dotted line down here, because this is the range of support. All right, so all in between here is support. So Neo did temporarily break support and it pulled back above support. So if Neo can stay here and give us some bullish price signals and close back above its upward trend line, Neo is out the water. But right now, Neo isn't in too much in trouble. Yes, it did break the downward trend line, but there is support here. And, you know, price action dips below upward trending lines all the time and then snaps back above them. So that's not, I'm not too worried. But if it does break below this line, the next level for Neo isn't until, you know, somewhere down here. I would have to draw that up, but I'm not going to do that right now. Tezos. Yeah, you guys know I'm a big fan of Tezos. Once I'm waiting. But when Tezos gets closer to launch, we'll start covering Tezos a lot more. But I like Tezos. I don't like it enough to just forget about everything else, you know. But I do think Tezos is going to be easily top 10, easy. Zcash. Zcash is one of those funny ones. The technology behind Zcash, there's going to be a lot of spin-offs from it, and it's big. But just, I think because of the way it launched, and you know, a lot of the big name investors that are involved in it, a lot of, like, people don't want to put their money into it. So the gist of it, like I said, man, a lot of these markets are looking the same. Coincidentally, they're all at levels, interesting levels. This Bitcoin move pushed them all down to interesting levels. All right. So this right here is called the bullish continuation. This right here is called the bullish continuation. Why is it called the bullish continuation? Because you are adding these two candles together. All right, that's what makes technical analysis a little bit difficult for some people to understand sometimes, because sometimes you have to do things like do continuations, which are adding these two candles together. So if I add these two candles together, it gives me one single engulfing candle that is much larger than the previous bear candle. So I don't want to get too much into that, but that's a bullish sign. It's not always a bullish sign because you'll see continuations all the time. So you have to know where and when to look for it. But Zcash in the short term is another coin that is showing signs that it's looking like it's just waiting for any little thing to go up. So Litecoin, you guys are making me find a lot of these interesting ones that I haven't been paying attention to, because I have my eyes set on a few ones. But Zcash in the short term on a lower time frame, a 4-hour, which is one that a time frame that I do like to look at. Zcash looks like it could be, it's getting ready to take off. Not could be, it looks like it is. But it's in between no man's land. We'll definitely know once it closes above the 14 moving average. I'm special today, I can't talk. What is salt gonna do? I don't know what salt's gonna do. Good point now. All right, we're gonna do Ubiq and then we're gonna wrap it up. Allow me to go get my phone. We'll probably come back later tonight. Who knows? Wait, what is it? Friday? Oh no, we're going out to have some fun tonight. Maybe tomorrow. But on the weekends, I don't know. It's usually people aren't really paying attention on the weekends. Everybody wants to. I don't even pay that much attention on the weekends. I do, but on an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, Ubiq is showing bullish signs, continuous bullish signs. On a 4-hour time frame, Ubiq is showing. It showed 2 really good bullish signs, and then it popped, and then yeah. So Ubiq is showing a lot of good signs, but let's get the overall. The overall for Ubiq is still downward. All right, so those pops could lead to move. Could lead to Ubiq just pushing back up into the moving average, which is up here, or one of them. So that pop could lead to you getting about 20%. Wait, was that 20%? 23% or 25%. So those pops, from those lower time frames, the 1 hour and the 4 hour could lead to you getting 20% or 50%. And this is a good level for Ubiq on a higher time frame. So that's that. Everybody hit that like button before you go. You don't got to donate. You don't got to do any of that. Just hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can know when I am getting ready to do these. Okay. Cloak, all that. No, we're not gonna do that right now. The crypto chaser analysis, we're gonna do that at the end of the videos to give you a chance. So the next video, if you tune in to my next video, which won't be tonight, I just said it won't be. No, it's not gonna be. Maybe in a few hours. Maybe I'll get one in before I go out. But yeah. You shared this video on Wild Sparks platform on AMP. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Please hit the like button. You got to hit the like button. The reason you got to hit the like button is so more people can see the stream, so it can be more so it can move up in the ranks, so we can get more subscribers, more people in the chase, more chasers, more family, more love, more unity. Cloak would be cool. Yeah, not right now. I'll do cloak later. Not right now, brother. But yeah, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Share this around. And keep chasing that coin, ladies and gentlemen.